Hello, everyone. Hope you're all doing well. Delighted to be here. Hope you're all also as happy as I am. It's a bit sunny here. I guess it has something to do with our mood. And so let's see what we got here. Where are my special equipment here? By the way, I'm trying a new tea. Again from Taylor's in UK of Harrogate, but it's a different blend. I mean, different herb. It's actually mint. It says organic peppermint infusion, Taylor's of Harrogate. Actually, it's probably the best peppermint tea I've ever had. I just tried it to see what it is. Last night I had one of the a consultation on Skype, and I said, I'll try this tea. And boy, was it really nice. It really hit the spot. So I hope that you guys have a chance to try it. Taylor's peppermint, organic, really good. Now, having said that, let's see who's here. Okay, we have David, we have Emmanuel, and Jack. Private gold reporting for duty. Good for you. It is. Emmanuel is here. David, Emmanuel, male 27 Boston. David, male 24 Texas. Thank you for that, guys. Our protocol helps me out, even though I know many of you, but still, it's always good to know those little three short infos. And then we have Emmanuel having a question, so we'll come back to you first, Emmanuel, but let me just say hello to everyone. Batman says, hello, male 33 France. Bonjour, monsieur, comment ça va aujourd'hui? I guess it is bonsoir right now in France, we should say. And delighted that you're here. And Donna from down under, I believe. She says, good day, happy Saturday morning. Oh yeah, it's Saturday morning for you. You guys are always ahead of the rest of the world, I guess. But good to see you here. At least good to read you here. Jack says, what is love? Oh, same questions pretty much as Emmanuel. Okay, I'll get back to you as well. Let me just say hello to everyone. And Donna says, oh, Jack, you're showing your age with that. Oh, really? What did Jack say? Let's see. What is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. That's a good song, actually. Very good song. I remember that song very well. Now, let me go and continue. Tambi! Where the heck have you been, Tambi? And Tambi says, hello, Uncle Mehran. How are you? I hope you are doing well. I met a new girl a couple of months ago. No wonder you disappeared. You don't need us anymore. There we go. That's what we call unfaithful behavior. No. Good to hear that. Good to see you here. Delighted that you have found a new girl and you're apparently busy with that relationship. And he says a couple of months ago, and we are getting engaged soon. There we go. That's my boy. Thanks to you and your advices, I got over my past and reborn again. Hallelujah. All right. That's good news to start our day today here on YouTube. As you all know, we are on YouTube. If you haven't known, you just stumbled on us by mistake or suddenly from somewhere. Anyhow, we have a channel called Mind That Seeks Truth. My name is Mehran. My last name is Who Cares? And, and we have over 1,600 videos on this channel. Engage in discussions about thoughts, consciousness, such as where does thought come from? What is its relationship with consciousness? What about the chicken and the egg? Meaning consciousness came first or thought came first. Then we talk about characteristics of fear, its role in our psyche. What about desire and pleasure? How do they come about? What is desire's prerequisites to be born and how to stop it? What is this relationship with ego? What is ego? And what is mechanical process? What is order? Where does mind find its security? And many other things that could have to do with the movement of the mind, which we use all of that information to understand what happens to us after breakup and divorces, and why we feel the way we do, why we feel devastated, and act and react the way we do in our daily lives. These are what we are here to focus on, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you all to find bigger and better things and find your balance if you're going through such experiences. And if you're not going through a breakup, welcome, because we have a lot more than breakup topics to discuss here, which I just named a bunch of fragments of that. If that's not enough for you, the videos, 1600 videos, then you can always come to our live talks like the one that we have today here, and then we'll discuss that live as much as we can. If that wasn't enough, you go on my site, mindthatseekstruth.com, mindthatseekstruth.com, and then you can find services, supports such as talk to me on Skype. You can click on talk to Mehran via Skype, make an appointment, and usually for new clients, I will add 1 hour to their 1 hour appointment, and then we will have 2 hours to explore what's concerning you. You will also have other supports on the site, such as sending me an email with a nominal fee, and that will help the channel, and we'll be able to perhaps respond to your question via a recording from 4 to 8 minutes, depending on the question, and hopefully it will not be a long 10 pages of writing, one page maximum for that kind of a price. So having said all that and and promoted the channel, let's get back to some of the questions here. In other words, I got your back. If you're going through a breakup, don't worry, it'll all be okay. This channel, 1600 videos and 500 live talks, which is about altogether 12,000 questions and answer topics collectively, has your back and 24/7 available to you. Let's see. Batman says, let's see, did we said hello to everyone? Yeah, I guess we did. So let's go to first question we have from Emmanuel. Emmanuel says, Mehran, what is love to you? Since your videos are about what it is not, can you please tell us what it is according to you? Well, listen, I have a video on that. You can't catch me off guard, ever. So I'm going to send you the link right now, because if I want to go over the videos that I've made here, there would be no need for a live talk. I mean, there would be no time for the live talk. So hang on a second. You just go on my channel, search engine, type in love, and you will have a bunch of videos. Some of them I read the title to you, and you can choose how to love yourself. Can we love more than one person at the same time? Why women walk away from true love? In love before you even met her. Love again. Is it love or lust? How can you tell you're in love? Is love meant to fall apart? Why? Then why try again? How many times true love is possible? She loves me so much, I'm scared she has left me. How to tell if you're no longer in love with your GFPF? And you are the only one. I love you. Should you believe her? Well, these are funny titles. I love to actually go through them, see what was I on when I was choosing these titles. Why today I love her so much, miss her so much. Why to what? What's the rest? What's why? What to do? I see what to do. All right, let's get back to the titles, because I'm still looking for the one that I wanted to share with you. Um, love again. Is it true love or loss? We went through that. You're the only one. But let's see, there is one that I am looking for. Mm-hmm. All right, maybe I just change the title. Maybe I can help you in that. Because you can do that research yourself, guys, but I'm curious also because I do have that already here. I'm sure I made a video on that. What is love? Maybe I have written it, but just haven't made that video. Ah, here it is. What is love? Do we find it or it finds you? I think perhaps that would be, what is love? I've got lots of them. Just go in there and click on what is love. You will see like about 10 videos on it. I'm going to put one of them here just so that I put something here for you. And then we go on and you can simply go on my channels, put in what is love, and you will have a bunch of them. All right. So next, is Batman. Batman says, Mehran, thank you for all your videos. It helps me a lot. What about online long distance relationship? I have a video on that. It's pretty much hard to find any video. Remember, I said anything that goes through your mind under the sun after your breakup, I have a video on it. Pretty much. We have a video on everything. And even if long distance relationship, even if it was bad before the breakup, I can't stop thinking what she thinks about me. Who cares? You shouldn't care. Whether she thinks this or that from you, that doesn't change you. All it does, it gives you a suggestion that you will try to defend. And there is no defend. There is no defending anything that appears in your head, because thoughts have no credibility. Thoughts have no actuality. They have no truth. Most thoughts that you did not start the process of figuring out things in search of solving a puzzle or a math or calculation, anything other than that are simply lies. They are just fictitious, illusory, a suggestion that it occupies your mind to go after it and try to defend it, refute it, occupies your mind, and as if thought is a different entity that you're trying to prove something to it in order to prove to yourself who you are. Because you're not supposed to take thought seriously. A thought is a refuse of brain, just like organic biological beings have a refuse for the function that they have, for the living that facilitate their livelihood. They take food, they turn it into energy, and there is a refuse that you go to the bathroom and you do your business and so on, and you get rid of it. Brain also is a mechanical process. It's a material process. It creates things, and through that creation, just like body turns food into energy and uses it for some actions here and there, brain does the same thing. And through the creation of what it does, the material process, there are refuses. And most of our thoughts during the day, which is over 70,000 different thoughts, they are the refuse. But we don't understand that they're just like what we do with our biological refuse. We're supposed to get rid of them. Instead, we pay attention to them. We entertain them as if they have any meaning or any purpose. Why? Because he has created up here in the brain, not down there, which you're accustomed to know that it's for getting rid of the stuff. And you think because it appeared in the screen of your brain, then it must have credibility. But thought has no credibility. And most of them are just refuse. And you're supposed to get rid of them. But you pay attention to them. You bring them and give them to life by paying attention to them. That's the problem. And therefore, you start thinking that I can't stop thinking about her. Well, why not? Because you think that thought has any meaning or purpose or accuracy or actuality. That's one part in most general loop thinking or OCD thinking that appears in you about any issue. It could be anything, wondering about this, wondering about that, wondering about your sexuality, wondering about whatever it is that can come to your mind, and you start entertaining it instead of just simply going on with your day and understanding that most thoughts are just refuse and not to be paid attention to. But about your particular question here, that has to do with what we have discussed about it is not necessarily her that you're missing. It is most often the order of life that you had that you're missing, but that she used to be part of it. You were in a relationship and you were doing certain mechanical processes every day. You would wake up, you had your coffee or tea, and she would have the same if you were living together or not. Regardless, you would be in contact, you would be going about your days, you would be in connections. Later on, you would have other plans, and again, you were engaged in certain activities. Those are mechanical processes, and through those mechanical processes, you would have created a certain routine, which would lead to a certain order. That order, unlike the physical portion of your existence, your body, your hands and arms and nose and ears and fingers and so on, which they all have a place in your body where they create that security. They feel secure, and you feel that they're secure where they are. You know where they are. You have access to them, and that's how they find their security. Mind doesn't have a place in the body unless on a different chapter we talk about it, which we have done in the other videos. And where it finds its security is in the order of life, which you had created that through certain mechanical process with your when you were in with your girlfriend in a relationship. And that mechanical process had created an order, and that order was where your mind was hanging its hat and finding its security. Now, she's no longer there. The mechanical processes, the stuff, the activities you were doing individually or together is falling apart. The routine has changed. Routine has changed, that means the order has fallen. When the order has fallen, the mind doesn't have that order to go and find security. Therefore, it's agitated. And you're looking for that order, but that order was being put together in cooperation with your girlfriend, so that makes you think it is the girlfriend that you're missing. Not necessarily. It is the attention, it is the order, it is the memories that you keep going in there. Why do you go into memory? Because again, you can't find the order for your mind to find security. But when you go into the memory, you remember how things were. The order is now recorded there. And in that illusory non-existence, order as in memory, you find the order where your mind can roam around and find security there. So the mind goes to memory to find that recorded order of when you were in a relationship in order to find security in that order, which doesn't exist today anymore because the breakup, there is no order. Until you establish new order, singularly or through another relationship, then you have replaced the old order with the new, different set of activities, mechanical processes, created a new order, and then your mind finds security in that, then you will miss her less or none at all. Anyhow, stop that. Now we go to the next question. Emmanuel says, Mehran, are you sure the title of this video correct? Not really, because I don't know what I've said in it, but I know it's one of those things that talks about what is love. So, but look, go on my search engine and put in what is love, and then the number of videos that comes, you can check them out and see if that answers your question, because that subject is a long subject by itself. Okay, we go to Tammy says, and I speak highly of you to her all the time. You're the best uncle. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the wish. That hope God blesses me, because nobody else does. That's the only hope. My only hope. Now, I'm glad that you guys are doing good. And make sure you send me some pictures of the ceremony. And if there was no coronavirus fear around the world, who knows? Maybe if you would have invited me, I might have shown up. Who knows? Not with today's number of subscribers, of course. If it was 1 million subscribers, then, wow, this is real good. Peppermint tea, really good, really, like, very balanced. Taylor's of Harrogate from UK. Would you like a cup of tea? Really impressed. I found these guys by accident in one of the stores here. They don't pay me to advertise, by the way. It's just I like their tea. It's on the house. So let's see. Batman says it's bonsoir right now. Yes, that's right. Must be, what is it, 9 o'clock over there? And Donna says, everyone, this is a troll call. If you're a troll, just respond. That's my girl. Go after them before they try to hit us. We'll destroy trolls here. Okay. Good. So let's see. Jeremy says, hello, Mehran. Can't wait for the interview. Sure, by all means. As soon as we finish, just give me a bit of a time to catch my breath, as Elvis Presley used to say. Let me just catch my breath. And then we will have our interview. And Jeremy says, hit the like button on this video, everyone. Yes, please do. There are 12 of us here. Let me see 12 likes, if you wouldn't mind. And Jeremy says, Mail 22 Oregon. Thank you for that. My home state, my hometown when I went to school, Portland, Oregon. And Jeremy says, I used to enjoy teas. Donna says, we need more hops to cure the beer virus. And Batman says, I watch your video in my bed every night. It's 10 p.m. Yeah, well, yeah, I do have that. My videos have that effect on people to put them to sleep. So that's that's a byproduct of no charge for this one. Byproduct of the videos. Beside the content, it also puts you to sleep, which that's why everybody likes it, because nobody really hears it to the end. Thanos says, hi, Mr. Mehran, 31, male from California. Hello, Thanos. Good to see you here. And says, can you showcase your Goku toy? There you are. There you are. There you are. You can see it now clearly. Yeah, why not? Let me let me get out of this chair to showcase Goku. There you are. Oh, good thing I took it off. There's Goku. Goku has been with us for a long time because Dragon Ball Z was one of my sons and my favorite um, cartoons and animation stories. We always enjoyed it. And it has a very good message, Goku, and the whole Dragon Ball Z thing is very positive, very lots of ki, lots of energy. Talks about what I studied as in martial arts, which this also comes from Japan, and pretty much is exactly just like Star Wars, talking about force, which is ki here, talking about their powers and the ki, and it's just very enjoyable. So I have a affinity toward that cartoon animation program because I always watched it with my son to there, no matter where we were. I remember we were in Hawaii when he was, I think, 6 years old, maybe. And in the States, they were ahead of us than Canada. The series were ahead. So we had a great time. And it was like every day. And it wasn't like once a week. So every day after, our ocean swimming and enjoyment of of our vacation, we would come back to the hotel and it hit the Dragon Ball Z with milk and Oreo cookies. It was amazing. And Tana says, thank you. I love Dragon Ball Z. Yeah, it does. And Donna says, being 8 a.m., what's the reason for watching in the morning? What? Did I miss something here? Jeremy says, I still like teas, though water kefir is very different. Oh, I missed some of that conversation, I guess. But it's what I get now instead of teas. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's good. It's good. Water is good. Kefir is good. Batman says, my breakup happened 1 month ago. Do you think the timing is good to quit smoking? Timing is good to quit smoking any day, any moment. You're like too late. You should, not too late, but you should have done it yesterday. And Batman says, I really want to, but I'm an anxious person. Well, find something else to bring your anxiety low by being active in sports. You see, when you exercise to your level, I guess it's no need to say, you check with your doctor and make sure that it's all good. You know your health and conditions better. Let me just fix this thingy. But when you exercise, so why am I not able to fix this thing? What do you think, guys? There we go. Aha. There we go. So I can do it. So when you exercise, if you've noticed, any of you who goes and exercises regularly, after exercise, your gravitation toward junk food is diminished highly. Like you don't want any, because the system finds its rhythm and its flow, and it's asking for proper nutrition, and it just simply is healthy and doesn't want the junk food that you usually eat. So when you exercise, it will help you not want toxins and not want things that is not natural to the body, including smoking and its negative habits that you want to get rid of. So the idea of exercise is not just to get the muscles strong, it's also about the secretion of the special things that the brain produces, such as the dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, opioid. These are all created because of certain activities that we have naturally in our body. And that brings that balance, the hopefulness, the happiness. The opioid gives you the idea of something good is about to happen. Oxytocin, because of socializing and, I don't know, being around family and friends. And then serotonin gives you the mood. And all these will have a proper effect on balancing your system. And when your system is balanced, is not trying to find something to fix some tension here and there, which cigarette is one of them. Most people who smoke, although the fact that they got used to it somehow, that's beside the point, but there is an anxiety that there's something that they're trying to avoid or treat or deal with, instead of dealing with it directly and through other means like exercise and calming themselves and meditation and pondering and research and whatever else it is that they could do. They eat or they smoke or they do weird things because the body is not balanced and it's not going to be balanced. They're trying to fix it instead of balancing it. So by fixing it, it's like if something itches here, I try to itch it, right? Okay, that might take care of the problem right away. But why does it itch? Maybe something I ate, maybe something that is not balanced, maybe I don't have good circulation, maybe I didn't exercise well. That's what stops the itching. Otherwise, every time you scratch it and the itch goes away, that doesn't mean that's the cure for it. It just means you're dealing with it. So when you smoke, you're not fixing anything that makes you want to smoke or eat. You're just dealing with that momentary feeling of wanting to smoke, wanting to eat, to distract your attention from something you don't want to pay attention to or you don't want to be occupied with. These are reactions rather than finding how to balance it, so the action or stimulation will not happen for you to react to it by scratching or smoking or eating and stuff like that. I hope you get the gist of it. Anyhow, Donna says, being 8 a.m., what is the reason for watching in the morning? I don't get it, Donna. Being 8 a.m., what is the reason for watching in the morning? Watching? All right. Maybe watching means something else in Australian, does it? Dana says, thank you. I love Dragon Balls. Okay, yeah, we got that. Batman says, thank you. I exercise and now I enjoy boxing. Yeah, well, then it doesn't go well, does it? You keep smoking in 2 rounds, you're out of breath. Even if you're boxing with the wall will win because you fall apart. So, and Batman says it makes sense, really. Yeah, I know it does. I usually talk a lot, but I don't talk nonsense. Usually. All right. So, last question, whatever it was, it took 4 people away from here. 12 is now 8. everyone is very valuable. So we just lost, 1/3 of our whole, group. So we had a real massive, massive loss of numbers here. So please give me good questions. I mean, any question that loses us people, it's not appreciated. All right. So we're here 40 minutes and we have solved nothing. So I will be here another 20 minutes for you guys, and then I guess I'll mosey on out and take a break, and we'll have our interview Jeremy. Oh, we lost another one. 7. Okay, then with this train, with this rate, we'll be finished with our thing in about 3 minutes. We'll lose the rest of them as well. So unless we have any question, there's nothing for me to say because everything I wanted to say is in the videos. Yeah, it could be the wrong time zone, Jeremy. But usually when I come on at 12 o'clock, and depending on, I guess what people are going through, we could have numbers, but today somehow, I guess that half an hour made people feel that I'm not showing up, maybe. Who knows? Olga says, hi, Mehran. Hello, Olga. Thank you very much for the beautiful, beautiful thumbnail you just sent me. I will upload it just as soon as I finish the live talk. Guys, remember our most popular video, the one that talks about pebbles, that says you'll be fine. I guarantee, but I prove it to you. You'll be fine. I'll prove it to you. But the pebble story. Now we have a real good thumbnail for it. Real good thumbnail. I really like it. So I'm going to switch it over. And Olga has made that. You guys should know Olga is very talented in what she does. All the beautiful thumbnails are Olga's. The ones that don't look that much, they're mine. They're the ones that I've done because Olga wasn't available, or she was on a vacation, or was busy. So I had to put something together. And so all the ugly ones are mine. All the real nice quality ones are Olga's. And you will see this one that I'll just upload for the pebble. And Olga says, thanks, Mehran. You're welcome. You deserve it. You're very talented. I'm proud of you. Elsie says, hello. Hello, Elsie. Lots of flowers and sunshine. That's wonderful. Thank you very much for that. So it looks like now we are back up about 1/8. We increased the numbers from 7 to 8. Maybe we are on the rise. Who knows? So go ahead and shoot your questions. I'm here for you for another 20 minutes or half an hour, depending on the number of questions we receive. Now, tell me, guys, what are your thoughts about me putting a video together about what I have covered in the book Transient Thoughts and Me? Not the whole thing, just one particular fragment of it, about people who constantly have loops in their mind about their sexuality, that they simply are trying to search if they are straight or gay, and such thoughts, while they damn well know what gender they are, and it's clear to them. A heterosexual young man knows damn well that he's heterosexual. There's no doubt about it. But there has this thought of, oh, maybe that means I'm gay, or because I notice some guy is attractive, or I see some guy and there's a loop of idea suggestion in my head. If you guys have any question of that sort, or have an interest in learning about the role of mind and thought in that, that you can understand why the brain behaves that way, and it's got nothing to do with your sexuality. You are who you are, whether you're heterosexual or gay. It is what you are, and the thought pattern has nothing to do with any changes in you. But that question could arise. So if you guys had any interest or any other interest in topics that you want me to talk about, just put the suggestions here and I will choose one, and next time we will chat about it. In the meantime, go ahead and write in the comments or here whenever you want about suggestions that you want to talk about, and I see the more people comment on it or agree with it, or click on it, then I will know that's the one you want me to talk about. Ross Lafferty says, Ross 37 from Edinburgh. Ross 37 from Edinburgh says, last year my wife told me she was unhappy. Left, stayed at her mom's for 3 months. Came back, everything was good. Now she has told me she doesn't know what she wants and that she's unhappy again. We have a 5-year-old girl. She's distant. Should I continue to try? I drink at weekends and I do everything for them. Housework, take them out, provide, etc. She does have a young single friend she works with, and I think she wants that lifestyle. Well, Ross, at 37, I need to know her age as well. I need to know circumstances of when you guys got together, how long you've been together, what has she accomplished, what is her education, does she have a career, does she do anything, or she's now, because of the child, she's at home mom. Um, and possibly, if you like, maybe both of you can have a live um, Skype talk with me, and we can explore it in detail. Because perhaps this is something that I should be talking to her, not necessarily you, because it is a question and a concern that she has, which she needs to understand what her life is all about. Otherwise, it seems like the grass on the other side of the fence is greener, but it's all the same. She has to have certain kind of a understanding about what it is that she's here for, what is here for her to accomplish, what is it that she wants to accomplish, what makes her to feel important, what makes her to feel content, what makes her to feel accomplishing something. Without these feelings, a human being might feel worthless or useless and bored, and then thinks that it's because of the relationship. Lo and behold, if she continues the same kind of a lifestyle or thinking or activity or lack of it, she would feel the same if she goes with somebody else. That's not going to change. Her happiness and contentment is not in any other relationship. Those are all temporary. That they all at the beginning bring certain kind of a oxytocin, certain kind of a excitement, and they feel like, oh yeah, that's why I wasn't happy, because I got to be with this person. No, because after a short while, that also becomes, oh, okay, I'm used to this, but I'm still not happy. Why? Because the happiness comes from inside, from you, yourself. She can't find that outside of her. She got to find it inside. With that, we need discussion to figure out what the role of her mind and thought is in her these days. What is the train of thoughts? And we explore that and find what is it that she considers happiness is. What is her definition of happiness? Is it more entertainment? Because you cannot run out of entertainment, and that does not bring happiness. It just brings momentary joys and takes the time go away without you noticing it, but doesn't give you that certain understanding of the appreciation of life and what is it that makes you happy, to recognize it every moment, every second, so it will be a continuous process, not a momentary spurge of a moment. Okay, I'm happy now, but no, I'm not happy now. I'm happy now, I'm not happy now. Because depending on what the outside forces are, the good food that I eat, oh, delicious, okay, I'm happy, but then it's finished, I'm not happy. This activity, I'm happy, but then it's finished, I'm not happy. The movie, so it's not supposed to be on being entertained or things that is outside of you, because that would constantly be your happiness is dependent on things, money, job, situations, ups and downs of life, this and that. Well, that will be very unstable happiness. So you got to find what happiness. So if on this channel I have, if you just put it on the search engine of my channel, happiness, you will have bunch of them, and they were bound to give you some ideas, at least where happiness should be found or could be found. And maybe she would like to talk to me, and perhaps we can explore it together. Funny is that the friend that she's thinking she has a lifestyle, free, single lifestyle, well, that's a ha ha ha, la 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 la, rah 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 in la la land. Because that friend is also probably looking for stability, rather than your wife may be looking up to the friend's lifestyle to be single, and the single girl is looking for a boyfriend to get married and find the kind of life that your wife has. It's just not this or that. Is happiness is coming from inside them. It's not about if they should be single to be happy, or if it would be in a relationship to be happy. These are all conditional things. It has nothing to do with someone's ability to be happy or inability to be happy. It should be found within yourself. Why am I choosing to be happy. There was this, the story goes, there was this old lady, very old, very, very old, couldn't live alone anymore. And so the family decided to register her in a old folks home, a organization that would have rooms for people and so on. And the day that she was supposed to move into that, she was all so excited and happy. And they asked her, "Why are you so happy, Mom?" Or, "Grandma?" She said, "I'm going to a new place." But they said, "But you don't even know how it looks." She said, "I don't care. I choose to be happy for it. I decide to be happy. It's a decision I make. I will be happy there. I am happy to go there. It doesn't matter how it looks. It's the fact that happiness is a choice." And that's a big lesson in there. And many of us are wondering and waiting for our lottery to win, or a car that we want, or the job, a promotion that we hope, or the girlfriend or the boyfriend that you're hoping to make you happy, which these are all conditional happiness, which takes the control of your quality of your life and your mood away from you and puts it in the hand of where you have no control on it, which is a very unstable way of living. But when you decide that I want to live my life happy, I mean, as long as I'm having reasonable health and my family, my loved ones have reasonable health, the rest of it, I don't give a shit. That's the mentality. And what would I find? What are the prerequisites for me to be happy? You set that out. Simple stuff. The fact that I have something to drink. The fact that I can breathe. I'm alive. I have something to eat. I have a safe place to sleep. Clothes on my back. That should be the basics of happiness. The rest, everything else, is extra. If you have this as the reasons or the necessary things for it to be happy, then most often you'll be happy all your life. But if your wife or anybody else is trying to become happy through some activity, through something outside of herself, well, that will be a conditional happiness. She's going to have a tough time no matter what she has, what relationship is in, what kind of a job she has, whatever it is. These are all conditional happiness out of her hand, which is not recommendable. Now we have 11 people we grew. So let's hit the likes, if you will. That will help the algorithm to recognize us, as though as 11 is like whatever, but we'll take it. So, Ross, I hope you get the gist of it. We have Tanas says, "Do you think men are more likely to reach out than women during no contact?" Well, what's the purpose of this question? Whether they are or not. Are you trying to decide should you be reaching out? Yeah, men do, because they're mostly are hit with more than just emotional missing and all the things that we've talked about on this live talk and over 1,600 videos that we have in this channel, this 1,500 of them, or 1,000 of them. They're also hit by the fact that they are constantly focused on the intimacy, and they miss the intimacy. So they will want to reach out, impatient. And that is not good. You have to understand that the reason they want to reach out is not because she was the right match. She could have been just a terrible match for them. But they still overlook it, and they want to. Why? Their ego says, "Oh, she's mine. Nobody else should touch it. And I want to have intimacy with her. Oh, I missed that." Because they're only thinking about the pleasure and not focusing on the personality, the persona the person that through whom the pleasure was facilitated. They're not focusing on the person who was in charge or facilitating that pleasure. They're only focusing on the pleasure. That's why they miss the actuality of that persona who is the one that he is having a relationship with. So you're not focusing on the consciousness that you're having a relationship with, the person. You're focusing on the pleasure that through intimacy with that person or relationship with that person, you will feel. Which means you're thinking your relationship is with pleasure. You cannot build a relationship with pleasure. Pleasure is not smart, is not intelligent. Pleasure is just nothing. There is no intelligence there for you to build a relationship on. Pleasure is emotion, is feeling, is sensation. So if you think about that, there's nothing bad about it. You will not be able to refute it. Say, yeah, I miss it because I want it. It was so good. But if you think about the person through whom you would have that pleasure, then you would say, oh yeah, there were so many things that I was uncomfortable with, didn't like about her, and it wasn't the right match. The consciousnesses were not bonding together, and you're focusing on the persona, on who she was, the actuality of her, not what she had in her pocket. You're focusing on the ice cream instead of focusing on the ice cream maker. That's the person that you're having the negotiation with, the one who made the ice cream, not the fact that he's in control or she's in control of the ice cream that you require. I don't know if you get the understanding of what I'm saying. We talked about it before. So that's why men would be more eager to reach out after a breakup. But they shouldn't be fooled by that sensation, but that feeling. They should be able to understand why it is that they want to reach out. It's not because she was the right match, it's because they have this program in their genes that as a heterosexual male, they love women, and they have this program in their genes for procreation, for intimacy. That's their motivation, in addition to whatever else their motivation may be for that relationship or that woman. But they should be aware of it, that the reason they want to reach out is not because, oh, they've lost the love of their life, their soulmate. It's many things plus on top of it that they just are programmed that way. All right. We talked about this elaborately. I just cut it short here because it will be repetitious. Mark says, hello, my name is Mark Devine. I'm a 24-year-old male from Scotland, UK. Hello, Mark. Welcome. And he says, I've been single now for 5 years, and every time I try to make advances on any woman, they tell me to go away or they will report me. I don't think I'm being too full on, and I'm making a serious effort to try and take it easy. Do you have any advice on how I should engage without females or without scaring them away? Well, I think, Mark, I'm not sure really if this question is real or not. It seems cordial, however, I sense there is a lot more in it, meaning you might actually be pulling our legs. So let me just leave that to you to figure out how to approach women, obviously. In short, you got to be appropriate, proper, respectful, and your intentions must be positive. And then you establish friendship and see where that goes. If you behave well, they would not react to you that way. But if you're obnoxious, disrespectful, threatening, obviously they will report you and they would stay away from you. So this is not something I think you would be serious about, because it's something you would know. So I'm not sure really, Mark, if you are genuinely asking a question or you're just um, pulling our legs. In any case, if you're genuine, well, I responded to you. Just watch your manners, the way you speak to women, respect them, and appreciate their companionship as a friend rather than having ulterior motives in your mind. Just sexual um, motivations would be the only motivation you have. That wouldn't work, because that's not the way to find friends or establish any relationship with anyone. And Miguel says Portugal 32, and thank you for that. And he says, hi, my friend. Hello, Miguel. Dudley says, Dudley 44 from Walsall, UK, says, my wife has been demanding more from me sexually, and I feel like if I cannot fulfill her crazy desires or fantasies, she will leave me for a younger man. Oh, I don't know, again, if you are being serious or you're trolling us. What kind of question is this? It is impacting my ability to perform sexually. Well, that means you probably are trolling us, because that's not a question. You're 44 years old, you're very young, so. I gotta make sure that you guys, because we've been attacked by a couple of trolls here and there, and I really like to know if you guys are serious. I wasn't too far off. Dudley says, I'm serious, Mehran. I'm not a troll. But Dudley, what kind of question is this? I mean, if your wife is actually desiring more intimacy, well, then go count your stars, celebrate. What's wrong with that? And discuss with her what you can discuss with her, sit down with her, discuss what she likes, discuss what you like. Maybe you guys come to understanding of certain things that interest you both, and then you can enhance your relationship intimacy that way. But I think that's something that best is figured out by you and her together. I don't know, maybe just create a nice, comfortable atmosphere and sit down together and figure out what you can do to make it all be better for her, and at the same time how she can help to make you become more and more interested as much as she is. It's a blessing that she's so interested in you, so I don't think that is something you would not be able to remedy by discussing and figuring it out from discussion with each other to find out what she likes, what you like, and then go on from there. Dudley says, I think I need to communicate more with her on the topic. It feels like she is just telling me what she wants and expecting me to deliver it, and I feel like I'm failing as a man if I cannot. No. That's not right. You're not failing as a man at all. You just simply got to know the quality of your intimacy with her should be upped, not the number of it. If you're trying to increase the experience's pleasure in the experience by the number, the frequency of it, that's not necessarily the right way. It is the quality of the intimacy that makes the intimacy satisfaction to a higher level or not the frequency of it. Your frequency is also wonderful, but women are not necessarily looking for frequency, they're looking for quality. In other words, you got to become a, I guess, you got to read her better, what her needs are in that intimacy, and then through discussion figure it out, and little by little you become better. It's because you guys, like most people, have just been engaged in mechanical intimacy, not emotional intimacy, to know exactly what it is, how it is that you guys expect from each other, so on. So that's perhaps something you want to talk about. Just one moment, guys. Let me see what I have to deal with here. But I need. All right. So I hope that's helpful to you, Dudley. I'm sure you can understand that it's very simple. It's not a big deal for. It's not a big problem. It just needs that real intimate discussion, which is a pleasure to discuss with your partner. So, Dudley says, yes, great, thanks. I think I need to enter into open conversation with her. I will have to set out my boundaries and we can move forward with honesty. Yes, of course. It's the most beautiful thing when you can have that discussion with your partner and then figure out what it is that she expects or desires, and you together you can make this thing just be an amazing experience. And it's not about the quantity, it's about the quality. And let's see who else we have here. We have all right. Mark says, I was genuinely asking the question. That's for the reply. Thanks for the reply. I don't know what this. And Mark says, talking to Devine. Okay. Yeah, well. All right. Let's go on to Batman says, I have to go now. Thanks for your advice. My pleasure. And so on. And Ramireza says, thank you again for all your advice over the years. All right. Looks like we have no other questions here, guys. And I think it's time for me. Dudley says, thank you, Mehran. New sub here. You're quite welcome, Dudley. My pleasure. And thank you for supporting the channel and subscribing. I'm glad that you turned out to be genuine, right? Because we've been trolled before that they come up with genuine, concerning question, and we feel for them. We try to help them, and then in the middle we see, oh, they've gone all kind of weird words and sentences and innuendos, and we then say, okay, we came in with honestly trying to help them, and yet they're just playing around. So that's disappointing. All right, guys. It looks to me that it's time for me to say good day, and love you all. Thank you very much for being here, giving me the opportunity to share a thing or two with you. I look forward to talk to you again, hopefully tomorrow, if not tonight, for the Australian time zone and so on. But in the meantime, be good to yourself, to the others, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.